Alright, here we go. Our objective is I will compare the size of the products to the size of the factors. So we're really going to be focusing on the factors. Those are the numbers that we multiply by. This is Module 4, Lesson 23, Homework Help for 5th grade. Alright, so here it says fill in the blank using one of the following scaling factors to make each number sentence true. Now, I want to draw your attention first to this one. It's a 1. So if we multiply something by 1, it's going to be equal. So as you can see, on this side, there is the same number as on this side. Let me make that smaller so you can see it. Over here is the same thing. We have the same number as the number over here. And we have the same number over here that's being multiplied by another factor over on this left side. So we're looking for an equal sign for this one. So this one's going to be 1, 0, 0. 1.00. This one's going to be 1. Okay? Because if we multiply anything by 1, you get the same number. So these are the same numbers. Now this symbol here means less than. So we need a number that is less than 1. So looking up here, hopefully you see that our 898 thousandths is less than 1. So I'm going to write that number here. Alright, now we look over here, we see this symbol and it's greater than. Okay, so we need a number that is greater than 1. Okay, and that's this number here. So 1 and 9 thousandths, even though it's only a little bit bigger than 1, is still going to be greater than 1. So we're going to put that one here. Okay, so you see the connection, hopefully, that it has to be greater than 1. Here we have the equals, equal to 1. And here we have the less than. Okay, moving on. Will the product of 22 and 65 hundredths times 999 thousandths be greater than or less than 222 and 65 hundredths? So again, we have two numbers that are the same. Over here, this one is being multiplied by this. Now, so we're going to have to compare that to 1. (99 hundredths), is it greater than or less than or equal to 1? Well, it's not equal to 1. It's almost 1, but it's actually less than 1. So our answer is going to be less than. Without calculating, explain how you know. So, it will be less than because you are multiplying by a factor (0.999) less than 1. Okay, so I just put into words what I showed right here. Alright, so since 999 thousandths is less than 1, and the numbers are the same, these two numbers are the same, so the factors are the same, then we know our answer is going to be less than. Alright, moving on. This is something we did in class. Hopefully we got to it. Write a statement using one of the following phrases to compare the values of the expressions. Then explain how you know. Okay, so again, we're going to be doing this. This is less than 1. So, and it's only tiny bit less than. So it's going to be is slightly less than. Okay, now you might be saying, what do you mean by slightly? Okay, so let's do it this way. We have this, and we have this. We're going to minus. So it is only 12 thousandths, and 12 thousandths is slightly less than 1. Okay, so now we're going to go to this one, and our scaling factor is 1 and 5 hundredths. 1 and 5 hundredths is greater than 1, so we know that it's going to be more than. All right, so let's say if we subtract, we see that there is only 5/10 greater than. So again, it's slightly more. The word slightly means just a little bit. All right, so here we go again. A couple of these are kind of subjective if you really think about what is slightly more, what is slightly less. I am going to accept anything as long as you can show me that you're explaining something. So when I subtract, I'm explaining why I'm saying slightly. Okay? So I will accept that as our answers. Okay, so here we go again, and our scaling factor for this one is this here, and we know that that is less than 1. So if I go ahead and I subtract it from 1, I get 987 thousandths, which is almost close to 1. So this is going to be, when I multiply it, it's going to be a lot. It's a lot less than. So first of all, we know that it's less than. And then we have this 987 thousandths. We know that it's a lot less than. Let me see. 113 thousandths is a lot less than 1. It's 987 thousandths less than 1. Okay? So therefore it is less than 1. All right, I'm not doing my explanations with words. I'm using numbers to explain. So let's go back and do that. 1 and 5 hundredths is slightly more than 1. Okay, so I'm basically talking about the scaling factor, and again, right here we have 988 thousandths is slightly less than 1. So we're comparing it to 1. Remember that we're comparing it to 1, and that's what's going to make the difference. So again, we have another one here. If you look at this one, this is our scaling factor, and that is way 989 and 1/1000 is a lot more than 1. So we're going to choose is a lot more. Then. Okay? Just think about it. If we multiply 989 times 1, if I'm doing it'll get 989, which is a lot more than 1 3/1000. Alright, so hopefully that's helpful. Again, we did some of this in class, and I'm hoping that you understand. May the force be with you. Our bonus word for the day is cheese. I'm looking at some Cheez-Its, so I'm saying cheese is our word of the bonus word.